Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to talk about concession links, التناقض. So we're going to talk about 5 expressions: though, although, even though, in spite of, or despite. كلهم كيعني رغم أن، بالرغم من أن. Okay. Let's move now to slide number 2. We start with although and even though. We have 2 examples to study. Number 1 is Ali is poor, Ali is happy. He is fat, he is fast. So we're going to use these examples to link the 2 sentences that we have here, sentence number 1 and sentence number 2, with although and even though, and of course we have to add subject to one of them. So let's start with number 1. Ali is poor, Ali is happy. So the answer here, if we add although, the answer is Ali is poor, although Ali is poor, comma, he is happy. So there is no change. We change Ali here becomes he. Sentence number 2, we use although or even though, the same thing, بحال although, بحال even though. So we say he is fat, he is fast. Even though he is fat, comma, he is fast. Even though he is fast, he is fast. So there is no change. We move now to page number 2. So we have an exercise. Rewrite the sentences using the words given. So we have sentence number 1. Hakim played well, Hakim didn't score any goal. هنا تناقض. He played well, normally he should score. So we used although. Sentence number 2, Ali makes mistakes. Come on, full stop. Ali learns English quickly. So we rewrite the sentence with even though. Take your time, take your paper, take your pen, and answer the exercise. Okay, good. The answer is Hakim played well, Hakim didn't score any goal. The answer is although Hakim played well, comma, he didn't score any goal. So what happened? Hakim, but Hakim number 2 becomes he. So if we have Fatima, we say she. Sentence number 2, Ali makes mistakes, he learns English quickly. Even though Ali makes mistakes, comma, he learns quickly. So he instead of Ali. Okay. Now, time for a homework. We have 3 sentences here to answer at home. She makes money, she loses real friends. Even though. Must rewrite the sentence with even though. Sentence number 2. Social media have got advantages, they have got many disadvantages. Rewrite the sentence with although. Sentence number 3. I have visited many nice places. Akshur is the best of them all. So rewrite the sentence with even though. You notice here that we can use although, even though, or though in an interaction, in a writing. When you want to write an introduction or topic sentence, كمقدمة تبدأ although, for example number 2, although social media, and we continue. So now we can answer these. You can answer these exercises down below in the comment section. Now let's move on to speak about despite and in spite of. We have 2 examples to study, almost the same examples. Sentence number 1 is Ali is poor, Ali is happy. Sentence number 2, she is obese, fat. She is obese, she is fast. Don't forget, when we use despite and in spite of, we add either ing, noun, or pronoun. Number 1, in spite of his poverty, so we say Ali is poor. It becomes in spite of his poverty, Ali is happy. Poverty is noun, his is pronoun. So we used here pronoun to answer this sentence. Also we can say in spite of, or despite of, in spite of being poor, Ali is happy. Being, we have here is, is becomes being. In spite of being poor, Ali is happy. Sentence number 2. She is obese, she is fast. Despite being obese, she is fast. So we used here gerund or ing. We can use also pronoun. Or, well, despite her obesity, her, remember, if we have a girl, her, if we have a boy, his. Despite her obesity, comma, she is fast. Now, time for an exercise. Don't forget to use ing, noun or pronoun with these words. He studied so well, he didn't get a good mark. Despite. He participated in a meeting, he didn't get a certificate. In spite of. The salary was low, he didn't immigrate to Europe. In spite of. Now, take your time, take a paper and a pen, and rewrite the sentences. You can pause the video for a moment. You can stop it, I mean. Good. Let's now see their answers. Number 1. He studied so well, he didn't get a good mark. The answer is, despite studying so well, he didn't get a good mark. We can say also, despite his study, he didn't get a good mark. Number 2. He participated in the meeting, he didn't get a certificate. Well, in spite of his pronoun participation in the meeting, he didn't get a good mark. Also, we can say, in spite of participating, means ing, participating in a meeting, he didn't get a certificate. Sentence number 3. In spite of the salary was low, he didn't immigrate to Europe. In spite of the low salary, notice here we have a noun, ism. The low, the salary. The low is just an adjective. What is important is the salary, the noun here. In spite of the low salary, he didn't immigrate to Europe. Also, we can say, despite his low salary, he didn't immigrate to Europe. Now, time for homework. He's very serious. The boss kicked him off. He's very serious. The boss kicked him off. Despite. Number 2, they are talented. They are still jobless. In spite of. She is well educated. She can speak in public. In spite of. You can answer these sentences in this exercise. You can answer this exercise on a comment section below, or on our website. You can comment on our page. Okay, thank you so much, and have a good day.